Hello fans, welcome to Susie Farms. Here we focus on agriculture, animal husbandry, aquaculture, and agribusiness, where we bring research to practice. Our products are purely organic, from the farm to the table, so we can eat healthy food. If you are new here, like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and hit on the notification bell. Permit us to serve you with some cola nut and palm wine so you can relax while watching. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Did you know that algae and trees were the first form of life on Earth? It was because they produced oxygen that human beings could evolve so quickly. Today, there are billions of people inhabiting our planet, and our living environment has undergone many changes. But do we still need trees? Absolutely. After all, the trees on land produce the largest percentage of oxygen on Earth, and we can't live without oxygen. They also absorb carbon dioxide from the air. This is a good thing because the increasing emission of greenhouse gases is releasing so much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere that the result is an acceleration of global warming. By absorbing carbon dioxide, trees are slowing down the process of global warming. A large part of the fine dust we produce is also filtered out of the air by trees, so we can breathe clean, healthier air. A single tree supports the lives of many plants and animals, and so contribute to biodiversity. For instance, bee colonies can pollinate other plants and keep them reproducing. Trees also provide a natural cooling effect, enhance good drainage, serve as a shelter for the wind, and make people happier. When we are surrounded by trees, we become more creative, social, and active. We also smile more often, are less often sick. When you think about it, trees are really fantastic. But all over the world, the number of trees is declining. The trees that remain can no longer deal with our CO2 emission, which increases pollution and global warming. Now you can understand how important trees are for a safe, healthy, and attractive living environment. After all, we wouldn't even be here without plants. It is our duty to bring the greenhouse gas emission to zero by 2050. Yet, 50 million hectares of forest will vanish, 1/3 of which will be used only for paper production, with over 115 billion paper sheets produced and used only for printout. How do we help our forest? We need to stop or reduce the amount of printout, and also recycle paper to save our forest. Do you know that 1 ton of recycled paper can save up to 17 trees, 380 gallons of oil, 3 cubic yards of landfill space, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water? Come, follow us. Let's check this out. Paper is made from trees. We use machinery to fell down fresh trees from the forest to make paper. Recycling 1 ton of paper will save 17 trees. The fresh trees are brought to the factory, where the bark is removed, then cut into smaller wood chips. The wood chips are mixed with water and cooked into a paste. The paste is then bleached and other chemicals are added to give it more strength. The paste is then flattened and the water is squeezed out. The flattened paste is then dried out and becomes paper. The strips of paper are cut into smaller sheets. But wait, used paper can also be recycled to make more paper. Instead of using fresh wood from the forest, used paper can be recycled into new paper. The used paper is mixed with water and cooked into paste. Recycling paper will just save the energy of growing, cutting, and processing trees. It also helps to reduce carbon dioxide emission and landfill space. So why should we recycle paper?
First, paper is one of the easiest and most profitable materials to recycle. Second, while nearly all paper is made from trees grown in sustainable forests, producing recycled paper uses 28 to 70% less power and water than new paper production. It is estimated that every ton of paper recycled saves 7,000 gallons of water and 463 gallons of oil. Now that we know the why, let's explore how paper recycling works. Step 1. Shredding. Fill it and send it by truck to a paper mill. We use different mills, but the recycling process is basically the same everywhere. Step 2. Pulping. At the mill, the paper is mixed with chemicals and water that separate the fibers, resulting in a slurry of water and pulp. Step 3. Screening. The slurry passes through a series of screens designed to remove larger contaminants such as plastic films, glues, and staples. Step 4. Centrifugal cleaning. Here, the pulp goes through a centrifuge-like process in which it is spun rapidly, eventually forming a cone or cylinder. This process causes lighter particles such as plastics to rise to the top and heavier materials such as metals to fall to the bottom so they can be removed. Step 5. De-inking. The pulp is placed in a flotation device with chemicals and air bubbles which agitate the fibers, causing dyes and inks to release. Hydrogen peroxide is sometimes used to further bleach the pulp. Step 6. Dispersion or kneading. With both of these methods, a strong shearing force is applied to the pulp to break down and release any remaining contaminant particles. Step 7. Nest washing. Now the pulp goes through a final cleaning where water is once again passed through the fibers to remove as many contaminants as possible. Step 8. Drying and pressing. The pulp is added to a conveyor belt where excess water is pressed out by heated rollers that form the pulp into long sheets of paper. Step 9. Manufacturing. At this point, the paper is trimmed, rolled, and sent to manufacturers to make new products such as paper towels, wrapping paper, newspapers, and more. So there you have it, the paper recycling process from beginning to end.
So we have to reduce, reuse, and recycle paper to save trees. Let's read a letter from Mr. Tree. I am a tree and I need your help. But first, let me tell you a short story. Not so long ago, I had a lot of brothers and sisters. We live in peace with people. Some of us grew tall. They had to leave us, but they haven't gone completely. They still live, but in different form. They live as books that teach people. They live in furnitures and toys and work of art that serve people. It was good, but now things have changed. We are being exterminated. Despite the fact that people can use new technology, they still think they need more paper. Believe me, they are wrong. Have you heard about reduce, reuse, and recycle? Surely. In fact, 35% of all waste is paper. If you recycle all your waste paper in a year, then about 7 trees will be saved. In the Amazon alone, 2,000 trees are being cut down every minute. The truth is that it is dangerous for all life on earth. If we die, you too will die. Think about it. You don't need more paper. You can reduce, reuse, and recycle. How? You can reduce by printing less or printing on both sides of the sheet and sending more digital files. You can reuse by using both sides of the page if you must draw or sketch something. Deliver your waste paper to a recycling point. Simple and easy, right? Oh dear, we need your help. Please share this with your friends. If you won't protect us, who will? You need to save us to save yourself. If we die, you die too. We are also important. And here are the reasons why. Read on.